You rightly said it has affected industry, it has affected government, it has affected people. I would say it has affected almost all areas which are of interest and relevance and concerns to humankind. And as education is not an exception, right? So when we got to know some true colors of COVID-19, as you said in March, immediate thing was we had to ask our students to go to their respective places so that they reach their places safe, right? So which we did, and also start asking people, the faculty, the staff, to prepare themselves for working from home situation. So these were two things which we took immediately. So immediately the second step what we took was we had to orient our faculty and also students to switch from the teaching that they were used to and the students, the learning they were used to online. So we went on online after that orientation, and trust you me, the experience has been phenomenal. The students have been attending these sessions. It is not that they didn't experience difficulties. It's not that the faculty did not experience difficulties, but since each and every session was monitored, so we took corrections, we took immediate measures where we could correct those, and fix those problems. So session on session, we thought this is what is to be done. So we went on addressing this issue by going from normal teaching to online teaching. You are aware what is happening to the results, what is happening to the competitive exams. So that has impacted, definitely. That has delayed the overall admission process all across the country, right? We are not an exception. And understanding that situation, we are not that fussy about that. You have to have this marks certificate right up front, right? We will definitely go and get guided by what their past performance has been. And, seeking some kind of assurance from them that they are sure about achieving this kind of a percentage. We have our own tests that we conduct, and we'll be admitting the students on that basis, and which we have been doing so far, right? It's called as provisional admission. So we are open to those. We don't stop anybody who is an aspiring student, wants to pursue engineering, wants to pursue management, wants to pursue design, because these are the three areas we are in. So we are not stopping there. We are also making sure that each and every student that we have put in, that has shown interest in us, he is being mentored by a faculty member all along, understanding him, the student understanding the university. So there's a dialogue happening, interaction happening with those students. We have stayed connected with our students right from the day they have shown interest in us. True, Warren, you have seen what COVID-19 has done to very many good organizations and industries. We know, some are closing, some are stopping hiring decisions, some have, are unclear what is the way forward. But fortunately for us, because of our long-standing relation with the corporate, each and every MBA student of ours in the final year was placed. In fact, some of the students had 2.5 offers to choose from. So that was the scenario with us, and they were all placed, right? So was true with the first year students in terms of their internships. All of them were, placed for their internships. Yes, what has happened is the joinings for final placements have got delayed. They have got delayed for sure. And similarly, internships were a bit delayed. But after these lockdowns eased a bit, most of them have been absorbed in terms of placement. Most of them, why all of them have been absorbed, most of them are operating from work from home situation. So has been the internship. In our engineering program, again, all our eligible students, who were there, barring few, maybe 2024 are unplaced. Our career services cell is working 24/7 on one-on-one basis, and there are several companies lined up which will take care of all the people, all the students who are graduating from us in the engineering department. So we have not experienced much difficulties, except of course the joinings have been delayed, internships have been delayed, but we are there very much on target. All of that is because corporate has understood as to what kind of product this school is producing, what kind of education they are producing, and it is how our track record with them has been. Whenever a recruiter goes to any educational institution for recruitment purposes, what are 2-3 things he looks at? The recruiter looks at, hey, what is the content that has been delivered to these students? Who are the people who deliver these contents? What is the assessment and evaluation mechanism that this university has put in place so that, what is the learning that has happened in these students, right? So these are 2-3 things which are very critical for a corporate. Now, since they know the content that we deliver to our students is what comes to the university after a rigorous religious discussion on the course curriculum. We know for sure our course curriculum is contemporary, is future ready. There is no riffraff in that. So that is one. Second, they also look at who are delivering this. Now, looking at the faculty resource base of this university, all of the faculty that we have in place have their pedigree from best of the best institutions. They are in world of management from IIMs kind of. They are in the world of engineering and technology from IITs, right? In the world of design, they are from NITs, so to say. So when they know who are the people delivering the content, what kind of pedigree they have, so they are assured, the delivery is on expected lines. So we get a flavor as to what industry needs, how it needs it, and that is being done. Now, when you talk about the pedagogy, if, for instance, I say, everybody will say that in engineering education, for instance, we say, and that's our USP, we say we deliver education project-based learning, through project-based learning, which is experiential learning, which is learning by doing. Now, everybody may talk about that, but we had to justify it. We collaborated with an institution overseas, which is known the world over for this project-based learning. You might have heard of the name of Allen College of Engineering, right? That is known the world over for its project-based learning. So we have signed relations with them. And by virtue of that, our faculty have gone there and they have been exposed to what really is project-based learning. And then the faculty from that institution, Allen College, is mentoring our faculty, is teaching our students. And that is on the basis of which we say we are, using this delivery, using this pedagogy to make sure that the students learn by doing. Similarly, for all our programs, we make sure that the concepts, theories, models, frameworks are understood in application mode. You will be happy to see in our MBA program, we start giving them this feel that ultimately at the end of your management education, you should be able to be an entrepreneur. You should be able to have that kind of feel, you should be able to have that kind of expertise. So we have a course which runs through all the 2 years. We call it product launch. Right from term 1 up to the last term, they understand the nuts and bolts of what really is the world of innovation, what really is the world of entrepreneurship. So you'll be happy to know we give them inputs on stuff like sustainability. For instance, I teach a course which is called as C Learning. What is that course? It's a course which was started by Emory University in US, right? Social, emotional, and ethical learning. And the components I teach in that course are components: this, compassion, mindfulness, and ethics. Now look at these 3 critical components in these times, how they come handy. And these are our USPs, apart from many other. I said project-based learning, I said courses on this area, lot of perspectives, lot of stuff, lot of emphasis on personal development, personal growth, our wheel of learning, which we take pride in, is ensuring that each and every student has depth in the area that he has chosen to be with us as a student. We must not compromise on that.